Hello guys, and welcome back to another video in our channel. In our video today we are going to do a comparison between Robert Sanchez and Petrovic. So we're going to understand what these two goalkeepers offer Chelsea, and which goalkeeper should be Chelsea's number one, because both of them have their excellent strengths and as well as their weaknesses. And we already did an excellent tactical analysis on Petrovic, and we have seen his strengths and also elaborated on some of his few weaknesses, with both goalkeepers being gifted in different phases. Now, Chelsea Football Club is currently a club that is undergoing a rebuild, and part of the most important key spine areas of the rebuild is the goalkeeping position. So Chelsea this season signed two goalkeepers, Petrovic from the MLS and Robert Sanchez from Brighton. And Chelsea fans have had their fair share of thought on both of these goalkeepers, with fans identifying the two goalkeepers with their strengths and their weaknesses. But Robert Sanchez has picked up stick of late. And this is because of Robert Sanchez's weaknesses. And this is just because Robert Sanchez sometimes gets too adventurous with the ball at his feet and makes mistakes, such as the mistake he made against Arsenal that costed Chelsea 2 points, as well as the blunder mistake that he did in the home game away with Brentford, where he really messed himself up in the final minutes of the game. And these are some of the things that have really left a lot of Chelsea fans with questions on the future of Robert Sanchez, Chelsea number one's goalkeeper. But is Robert Sanchez so bad as people are saying? Of course, being a goalkeeper, he's not faultless, because he also has some of his disadvantages in this position. However, Robert Sanchez also this season has also had some powerful performances that have seen Chelsea flourish this season, and we're going to look at them. Now, in our video today, we're also not forgetting to look at Petrovic. We're going to look at his shots, some of his skills, his reflexes, his shot stopping, and his composure in goal, being his top three most important attributes as the current Chelsea number one. So the first thing that you're going to look at is the statistics. You're going to look at what the stats say about these two excellent goalkeepers, and you get to understand how Chelsea can utilize the stats to identify who should be the next Chelsea goalkeeper. And on the top column, we're going to have the stats of Robert Sanchez, while the bottom corner, we're going to look at the stats of Petrovic. Now, looking at these stats, you can clearly see how Petrovic's bars are so green. His post-shot goal against is so great. It's in the 71 percentile. His save percentage is also quite high. His clean sheet percentage is also quite high. And you can see that only Sanchez beats him at the penalty, yet because Sanchez has saved one penalty, but Petrovic beats Sanchez in this department. And the penalty that Sanchez scored was the penalty against one of the best penalty takers in the league, that is Bruno Fernandes. And in this game, Sanchez managed to keep Chelsea in the game, but still Chelsea did not use this opportunity to resurge back into the game and try to hit a blow at Manchester United. Now, this does not disqualify Petrovic, who also had a crucial save for Chelsea, a save that saw Chelsea go into the Carabao Cup semi-final. A very entertaining penalty shootout that showcased the strength of Petrovic in defending these situations. So Mauricio Pochettino has a problem in this department, and there are some of the key attributes that Sanchez has that are so important for a Pochettino side, yet there are also some key attributes that Petrovic has that are so important for Mauricio Pochettino. Let's look at the second batch of stats in analyzing these two goalkeepers. And this is their kicking. So when you look at touches, you can see that Petrovic is good and composed in making those short build-up touches, but his launching are not quite better compared to Sanchez. You see, Sanchez makes those long goal kicks or long passing ranges, and that's why sometimes he's caught in making blunders. But Petrovic is much more reserved and much more composed with his passing. Now, when we look at Sanchez's build-up structure, we're going to look at the excellent build-up structure he performed at Manchester City. Let's check it out. With two wide centre-backs and Sanchez pushing forward to act as a third centre-back, Manchester City shifted to their default 4-4 pressing strategy, with Caicedo being the deepest player. So the main aim of Haaland and Alvarez was to pick the two centre-backs, while Doku and Phil Foden were to pick Reece James. So the first thing that we started to see is Reece James coming in midfield to play as an extra midfielder, creating a 2v1 against Bernardo Silva, who was tasked to pick up Moise in the wide area. You can see here Chelsea are trying to build up. Look at the position of Thiago Silva. Now, Haaland and Alvarez don't know how to mark this situation because their normal reaction is that one of them should go after the other centre back, but now Thiago Silva is playing as a midfielder. So Sanchez has time and space on the ball, plays the ball to Disasi, and now Haaland has to push forward to try and press. You can see here now Doku is confused. He wants to go after Disasi, but he knows Reece James will be free. So Disasi plays the ball back to Robert Sanchez. And now you can see the position of Thiago Silva. Cucurella is playing as the left-sided centre-back, and Chelsea have close to 5 players in midfield. Here you can see how Chelsea are building up. Thiago Silva has decided to drop deep to play as a centre-back. Cucurella now is free, and Sanchez has time and space on the ball. So now Gallagher has dropped deep and is putting Foden in a 2v1 situation. So if Foden tries to go and press Cucurella, then Gallagher can receive the ball directly from Cucurella, and he will be turning back and running at Manchester City's back four. This is a problem that Manchester City really faced while playing against Chelsea. So Sanchez decides to play a first-time ball to Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer, who dropped deep together with Gallagher, created a 2v1 against Rodri. So now when Palmer receives the ball in this situation, he beats Doku, who tried to run back and try to cover him. Now Palmer is running at Manchester City's back three because now Akanji, who had dropped deep to try to cover him, has been taken out by Cole Palmer. Now let's look at the second part of these statistics, and we're going to look at the crosses and defensive actions in the penalty area. And when you look at crosses, definitely Robert Sanchez beats Petrovic. Sanchez is very comfortable leaving his line to come out and claim a cross, though sometimes he does this and he fails to claim a cross, and actually Thiago Silva has saved him in some instances. But Petrovic is also good. You can see his sweeping is better than Sanchez. His reading of the play in the box is also quite better. These stats indicate that Petrovic is actually putting more positive numbers compared to Robert Sanchez in these kinds of positions. Now, let's look at both of these players' shot stopping abilities. So, Robert Sanchez has been an excellent shot stopper that cannot be taken away from him. Though initially in the beginning of the season, Robert Sanchez was looking like he's conceding almost all the goals. But as the season progressed, we started to see Sanchez make some remarkable saves for Chelsea, making some saves with his feet, sometimes with his hands, left hands, and this has really made Sanchez one of the best Chelsea players this season. His excellent shot stopping skills are some of the attributes that have really made him to be a key player for Chelsea this season, and has made Chelsea to be in the position they are this season. Because if you had a player maybe such as Kepa in goal, maybe Chelsea would have been quite low, though later last season Kepa actually really came up and started to improve in his overall performances for the team. The great thing about Sanchez is his his bravery to leave his line to come out and win the ball. And then because he's 6'4" and he's very big, he likes to command presence in goal, and therefore a lot of opponents really find it difficult to beat him in 1v1 situations because of his excellent body size and his overall large occupation of the goalpost. On the other hand, Petrovic uses his excellent reading of the game. The greatest strength for Petrovic is his reading of the game, and most especially his positioning. His positioning is so great. He's able to know where the ball is going to be played and is able to take up these positions so that he can be able to try and make excellent and remarkable saves that prevent Chelsea from conceding these tricky situations. And Petrovic, another key aspect of his game is his ability to know when to stay in his goalpost line and when to leave his line to come and try to cover for his goalkeepers. Though there's one thing that I am really not happy about Petrovic, and that is the bravery to come out and claim crosses. It is something that I have not seen him doing, and this is giving Chelsea players a lot of headache, especially dealing with set pieces. With his height, he should not be afraid to come out and engage the tall, dominant physical centre-backs and claim the ball for Chelsea. Though overall, his shot stopping is great. He can stop long-range shots, he can stop short-range shots. So the Chelsea goalkeeping position is quite an interesting position. In my opinion, where I do not see that there's any goalkeeper who's better than the other, because Petrovic is excellent composed on the ball during build-up, and he's also an excellent shot stopper. I can still say the same about Sanchez, though Sanchez his ambitious passing might put the team under some difficult situations. Though I believe that currently Petrovic has a slight edge over Robert Sanchez, but this is a choice that Mauricio Pochettino has to make. Leave your comments down below and answer who do you think should be Chelsea's next goalkeeper. And thanks for watching. You can watch the highlights after.
And it's Morris! Wow. It's a brilliant save from Petrovic.
Brilliant stop. Carl Morris, a flying header. Look at that. He gets his fingertips up onto it.
Thinks a chance. Not much support. But Sanchez to take it on himself. Well, he gave it both barrels. Corner to Crystal Palace.
Outstanding centre forward play. João Gomez.
Distinguishing himself.
Brilliant save.
What's this one? It's always handy from this range. It's Harmer. It needed saving. Must have been asked to do a lot this afternoon. The debutant Djordje Petrovic. He had to turn that one wide. Here's Jimenez. Good save, Petrovic. He lacked a bit of power, but a result. He's got options to his right. This is Olise. Blocked by Gusto. Olise again, and saved by Petrovic. Having survived this penny. Djordje!
Back of the net, what finish we got here?
This one goes out as Elvis.
Tommy Doyle. Lining one up. All height. Yeah, good stop, but one needed nervous tension.
Here's Osmajic. Keane is with him. Osmajic goes for goal himself. Safely gathered by Petrovic, but Osmajic fancied his chances there, the Montenegrin international.
Off goes Semedo. Petrovic decides to engage and judges it well.
Well played, very well played. Djordje Petrovic.
Ramsey. Jacob Ramsey, let's fly. Good save by Sanchez.
All Beats production.
Yo, Vanessa got the sauce.
This season, but Chelsea caught out at the back. Brighton are in and Sanchez to the rescue to deny Ansu Fati. Well, he's redeemed himself.
What a strike! What a stunning effort! Sanchez as well. He only ever scores well these from outside.
Points amongst the bubbles. Sanchez is out to smother and save brilliantly.
Swan towards the far post. Nodded back in towards Zaniolo. What a save from Robert Sanchez. Denying Villa once again. And that ball was travelling.
That's to Pinyan. Teasing cross. Free header from Mark.